Anyway, let's do some news.
All right.
What'd you bring that up for?
I don't know. Speaking of Arsenio Hall.
Yeah.
Remember last week I told you about Larry Amorose, who was one of the casting directors on the Arsenio Hall show?
Yeah, this is a great story. We have some guy... Oh, you go ahead. I'll tell you afterwards.
Because Larry Amorose, according to Paramount, has been fired.
Oh, come on.
There was a writer who held little auditions for guys with nice wells.
Allegedly. Pull down your pants and let me see your tushy. We're doing a sketch based on people's asses.
And we need a tape measure to see if you qualify.
Then he tried to kiss them in places not meant for that.
He got them to take down their pants.
Jackie, you know this guy.
The audition was over. He was fondling them.
That's the same guy?
If it is.
This is a comedian, I guess, who was writing for Arsenio Hall, and what he did on his own was he held auditions.
For Buttmaster.
Yeah, he says he was writing a sketch Buttmaster, allegedly.
And he put out a casting call for guys with small butts.
Yeah, and then they came.
The first one in the history of show business that did that.
and guys would have to come in, pull down their pants, and then he would take a tape measure and measure their ass.
He got 3 of them to comply. This is the problem.
Ask for Larry.
As for Larry Amorose.
And when he got them to pull down their pants, then he took this tape measure and started measuring them. You know, he started off slow. He worked them into it. And by the end of it, they said he was fondling them. And when one of the guys asked, what do you do when the women come in here for the audition? No, we don't do this to women.
We don't do this to women.
Readers.
What's a woman?
The world is made of men.
So Paramount said that they held their own internal investigation, and afterwards, Amorose was terminated.
Poor Amorose. He's trying to have some fun.
So, 3 people are suing him.
Oh.
And now he doesn't even have a job.
Yeah, how's he going to pay?
So,
Some guy who claims he got his ass fondled wants to call in.
Oh, I'd like to talk to him.
Yeah, we'll talk to him.
Find out exactly how the audition went.
Yeah.
Because you need to know these things. It's
You bet.
kind of service you do for actors.
Don't be out of work, actors will believe anything we tell them that's here.
How desperate must you be? You go to an audition, right? And you basically got to have a brain in your head. You go, so a guy walks in, he goes, okay, we're having auditions for a buttock sketch.
Yeah, Buttmaster.
Yeah, and now when have you seen naked buttocks on the Arsenio Show? Think about this for a second. I mean, if you stopped and thought...
Well, wait a minute, it's late night.
You know, right, it's 11:30. Oh, it's 12 o'clock now. And where does...
direction.
Yeah, we're changing our direction. We're going to be showing naked men's buttocks.
Sounds good. Pick up that cue card.
And you know what it is? It's like to say desperate actor, of course, is ridiculous because all actors are desperate. But I mean, you walk in and you go, oh, good, maybe I'll be on the Arsenio Show. I'll have a little shot. I can put it on my resume.
I don't know. Somebody puts out a casting call for little butt.
Yeah, well, suddenly, of course. And then all of a sudden you go in the room and there's just one guy there, nobody else.
Right.
Just a guy
with fire in his eye.
And no script.
Yeah, and he's like,
One singular sensation, every little move he makes.
Yeah, so he's sitting there going, we're doing a sketch, Buttman. And,
Buttmaster.
Buttmaster, excuse me.
I'm the Buttmaster.
Yeah, I'm Buttman. And you have the butt, and this is the Buttmaster. Now, in order to get this job, I need you to pull down your pants. So, okay, you go, okay, pull down your pants. Maybe they want to see me in my underpants,
because they're going to have me in a
bathing
costume
suit.
or something.
Okay, that'll go along. All right, pull down your pants. All right, now pull down your underwear while I measure your buttocks.
Yeah.
Now, and eat these loos. This will act as a depressant.
Right. I'm casting, wardrobe, I'm everything. The pharmacist.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you be a little suspicious? By the time the guy got to fondling your ass, you should have been pretty well on course with knowing what was going down, I would think. Plus the guy's name
is... At what point do you walk out?
Yeah, plus the guy's name is Larry Amorous.
I need this job.
Oh, God, I need this job.
Oh, God, I need this job.
That's the guy squeezing your ass. Gee, excuse me, did you say this was Arsenio? Is that an X-rated show? Well, I'm a method actor, and this is my method for getting boys.
You want the part, don't you?
You want to be in this business?
You want to be in this business? You have to sacrifice.
Shut up and be measured. Consider yourself at home.
Consider yourself part of the family.
Consider yourself part of the Buttmaster sketch.
Buttmaster.
Next week we're doing Wiener Man, and that's going to be a new sketch. Oh.
When do you see how we measure that one?
Heidi ho.
Casting call out for footlongs.
Right. Maybe you could qualify.
Come here, iguana boy.
We're thinking of using regulars.
Wiener Master.
Yeah.
Ask for Larry.
Do you have an 8x10? Certainly. No, I mean if you're asked. Here, I'll take one.
So are we getting this guy on the phone or not?
No, we're not getting him on the phone now. We're going to do that tomorrow.
Okay.
So we can drag this out.
I see. We're going to do this till tomorrow?
Right.
We'll drag it tomorrow.
Imagine him composing that ad.
Yeah, let's see. No one will take this seriously.
Open call.
Open call for men with very fine buttocks. Very narrow buttocks.
Little, petite.
Petite buttocks.
Heart-shaped.
Heart-shaped buttocks. For an Arsenio Hall Buttmaster sketch.
Pretty pucker.
Now, I'll bring this to the newspaper and see what kind of people respond. Hello? They probably call. I guess you call in an ad like that. It's like,
Yeah.
Hello, I'd like to place an ad in your newspaper. Yes, I'm a writer for the Arsenio Hall Show. We're putting out a casting call. Oh, you do a lot of that, do you? All right, take down the following. This will be 20 words. How much a word? Yes, I know I work for Arsenio, and we make a lot of money here, but I'm still worried about costs. How much a word? $5 a word? All right, I'll make this short. Got a nice ass? Come in for sketch. Now, can you print that in pink ink? Oh. Because Arsenio. Christ. What's tonight? The Farrakhan stuff? Screw that. Does he have a nice ass? All right, you got that? Okay, read it back to me. Right. Right. Oh, you sound very nice when you read. Do you have a brother?
How's his bum?
How is your bum? You have a skinny bum? Stop giggling. This is not funny. I mean, the sketch Buttmaster is funny, but this call is not funny. For goodness sake. You do have a skinny bum, huh? Well, maybe you qualify. No? Not interested. Why is that? Of course we do nude shots on Arsenio. What do you mean it sounds ridiculous? Just print it. How dare you?
that must have been an interesting placement.
Jeez. Tell me, do you distribute your paper on playgrounds?
Ow.
Ow.
Ouch.
What did you do?
I hate myself.
But I love you. Now, quickly, put this in. Now, tell me something, young man. Yes, you.
Tell me something. Could you measure your own ass and tell me what the measurements are? What? Oh, I see. You need both hands free. Well, go ahead. Put down the phone. Measure your ass. Now. Tell me your exact measurements.
Sans underwear.
If you want to work in this business, you better tell me. Yes, sans underwear. We don't want any nasty underwear measurement. $10 bonus for skid marks.
Oh.
Thank you.
Terrible.
Awful.
Went to this weird audition today at Paramount, man.
Did you go? We had to call for that thing? Yeah, we had to take our underpants off?
Yeah,
for the Arsenio Hall show?
I thought it was a little weird.
Cleanliness is close to being cast.
What is it, Fafa Phony?
There's a guy on the phone that had...
oh, is this the guy?
Right, this is the guy.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, how you doing?
So you're an actor?
No, not really, no. I was out there for about a month and a half, and I joined up with a casting agency.
Oh, I see. So what?
And what? You weren't an actor.
Well, no. This is the first
an ass model.
Did you hear that this was the first thing he ever got sent out?
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, I swear to God. So what happened was...
So how old are you?
I'm 26.
All right, so what happened? Like they told, what did they tell you the job was?
Well, they told me the job was for people with flat butts, not small butts.
Are you serious? So in other words, the casting agent heard about this.
Well, the casting agents are the people that sent me down there. And what happened was they all looked at me and they said, well, you got a flat butt, so you go down.
Oh, it was for flat butts.
Right, not small butts. You had to have a flat butt.
But didn't they think it was peculiar that the Arsenio Hall show was looking for people with
flat
butts?
Yeah, well, it was real strange, but nobody, I had to do, the thing was, when I joined up with them, you got a big contract that said you had to follow whatever they said. The orders that they said. So if you made a big thing.
to Hollywood.
If you made a big stink about it, you would get released from the agency.
Make a big stink about it. Larry Ambrose doesn't want to see it.
Exactly. So when I got down there and I first saw the guy, I knew, I'm not gay myself. I swear I'm not. But
sure.
I looked at the guy and I thought,
making too big a deal out of it.
What's the big deal then?
The guy looked as queer as could be. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, he did. Looking at him, he did. So I figured.
So when you go in for the audition, is he like in the room alone?
Yes, he was all by himself. What happened was when we first got there was about 15 of us.
Right.
And he sat us around at a big round table.
Yeah, and what'd he say to you?
He said that this was a skit. It was for a thing called Buttmaster.
Now, does this take place on the Paramount lot?
Yes, right on the lot. I had to go right into the studio.
All right, so you went in the studio, so he had his own private room set up.
That's right.
I can't imagine.
That's pretty legitimate. You're on the lot.
Yeah, but don't you think you would, like... Didn't anyone on the Arsenio Show know what he was up to?
Well, no, because he would close the room and there were secretaries walking all over the place. There was people, there was writers, I guess, and secretaries walking all around.
But not in the room?
No, not in the room. And now when he first put us all in there, he told us what the skit was going to be about. They said they shot one earlier.
Yeah, we're having a snuff film audition at 2 p.m. You might want to show up for that.
Exactly. So they said they shot one earlier in the day.
Yeah.
And they said that, not earlier in the day, I'm sorry.
Hello? Hello?
Well, you still there?
What, you got a payphone?
Yeah, you might have to call me back.
All right, hold on. Let Gary call you back. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, they talk about actors.
And said a payphone. Never mind, he said a payphone.
Obviously needed the work.
Yeah.
Oh, poor baby.
If I was him, I would have done it.
First thing they sent him out on.
Hold on, we'll get him right back, because this is too good.
We have to do whatever they tell us.
Yeah, we have to sign and do whatever they say.
Yeah, just give up your dignity.
Yeah.
Sign right here.
Isn't this a great business? My first day on the job, and already I'm at a Paramount interview.
Wow. Great.
Things are going really well.
That's some agency I'm working with.
Boy, they're power brokers. I'm on the Buttmaster sketch interview.
Arsenio Hall already.
What's next? I'm in good hands.
Yesterday I auditioned for a gang rape.
Turn off that music. The guy's at a payphone. All right, hold on. Here he is. Okay, we're back. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Boy, you're doing real well, huh?
Yeah, well...
What do you have to run out of your apartment and call from a payphone?
No, I had to run into a supermarket here, buy a pack of gum, and get $2 worth of quarters.
So anyway, you're in Los Angeles, and have you ever... I really haven't gotten any acting parts, so this was your first thing. So you go over to the Paramount lot.
Right.
And there's 15 guys, and this...
Well, initially there was 15. I think about 15 more showed up. There was about 45 guys there when I left.
Right.
Now, I was about the 15th guy to go. Now, he put us in a room to begin with and started talking to us, and he said that... he was going to... They had shot the skit a couple weeks ago, and it didn't go right. Arsenio... he said his exact words were, Arsenio hated it, and he wanted to do it again.
He's a perfectionist.
Right, so...
Ooh, this Buttmaster sketch is just
and
wrong.
And the problem, I guess, was the butts were wrong.
Yeah, the ass was not flat enough. Did anyone measure these asses? Now, didn't you get suspicious because, you've never seen on Arsenio...
No.
Naked ass.
Well, no, he didn't. But he didn't even say that at the first part. When the first 15 guys were in there, he didn't say anything like that. He just said that he would look you over. My understanding was he would just stare at your butt from behind in your pants or something. He would just decide if you had a flat butt.
Okay, so anyway, so he's sitting there, and how long does he talk to you before he asks you to get up?
Well, he asked everybody to go downstairs and wait in this corridor, and then he would call people up one at a time.
Oh, good move.
Right.
Yeah, because you want to enjoy each buttocks alone.
Back into that same big room, right?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So about 10 guys went before me, and when they came down the steps after, the look on their faces, some some guys were in complete shock.
Must have been the same look that when Jackie sampled at the Super Bowl party with the ribs.
They had the most dumbfounded look on their faces, and everybody started joking when they came down. I go, hey, how was it? You know, and everybody was laughing and making a big joke out of it.
Yeah, no big deal.
Right, so I got up there, okay.
Right, give me your headshot, your resume, and your hemorrhoids. Right here in my left hand.
So when I got up there, I was all by myself. You know, I was with. He shuts the door and he sits down. He sits me across the table from him, and he starts going into what it's all about, what the skit's about. And I'm listening to him.
And what does he say the skit's about? What is the skit?
Well, the skit was about...
Too bad we don't have a TV show because we could do the skit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a thing for... What he said was Buttmaster, and they would have, like, progression of people's butts or something. Like, I would be the flattest one, and then he would have guys that were in the middle, and then he said we're going to have gladiators on there that had the perfect butts.
Gladiators.
So this is what he said, so...
That word. I'm out of here.
Oh, you're a bit fudgy. You have to work on your hygiene.
So I knew something was really wrong when he said, well, the guy who was supposed to do this isn't here today, so now I have to look at naked asses.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
He said it real quick. He said the naked asses part real fast. And
Right.
I said, what's he talking about?
Naked ass.
You know? Yeah. I didn't think much about it because he just kept writing down things. So he said, okay, stand up and then go to the other side of the room. So I was honestly about 10, maybe 15 feet away from him.
Yeah.
And he says, okay, now take your pants down. Let's see your butt. I said, excuse me? He goes, take your pants down. It's no big deal. Just take them down. I said,
baby.
Yeah, don't be a baby.
Right.
So you're in your underwear now.
Yeah, well, yeah. I turned around and I go, okay, well, he's 15 feet away from me. It's no big deal.
Right.
I'll take my pants down. So I pull him down, and I can see there's a mirror in front of me, and I can see him behind me. And he's acting like he's looking at a road map. You know, he's just staring at it, looking for directions or whatever. And then he says, okay, come over here. I got to take your measurements.
So now, let me understand something. So your underpants are on for this?
No.
No, everything's down.
Yeah, he said he's got to see how flat it is.
Now, didn't you say to him? But
Wait. If you're naked...
Right.
If your pants are down and you're in front of a mirror, that means he sees...
Well, exactly.
Yeah, right. So he can see all of you.
Yeah.
Right, and then I thought it was...
Those mirrors didn't get there by accident.
Yeah, right.
He knew just where to tell you to stand.
I'd like to write the book, like the Larry Ambrose story, if any of this is true, and I'd like to see, like him going through placing the mirror and
Right.
and figuring out how to do this when no one else would be around.
Right, and not only that, but did you notice when I said earlier today there is that line, and once you get him across one line, the rest is easy?
Yeah, now he's over the line. He's naked, and now he has to be measured.
Right. Now
did you question him at all and say, hey, wait a second, I've never seen a naked ass on Arsenio?
No, I didn't. I just figured, I really did. I mean, this still sounds stupid. I figured he couldn't see, if you have pants on, if you're baggy, he couldn't see. I mean, I figured, I don't know if they wanted to wear sweatpants on the show. I don't know what they were getting at. I didn't really think they were going to have naked asses on the show. I just figured.
All right, so what happened? So now you got the pants off. Now, does he walk over to you? You have to walk over.
No. Here's what happened. I pulled my pants back up. Okay,
yeah.
And I walked over to him. He says, okay, come here, I got to take your measurements. So I put my pants back up. I walked over to him about the 10 feet, and I'm right next to him. Yeah. He says, all right, take your pants back, I got to take your measurements. I said, I knew it was wrong. I knew what he was getting at. At that point, I thought, this guy just wants to see people's asses. Now, if I make a big stink, the casting agency is going to get into my case and say, you don't do what.
Do you have a nice ass?
Playing the game.
Do I have a nice ass?
Yeah.
I don't know. He told me I had one of the flattest asses he saw.
Gee, it was a compliment. And meanwhile, the guy didn't really have work for you.
No.
What a drag.
Right, exactly.
You finally did good.
Yeah, I mean, you go through all this and you get nothing.
Well, I don't know about that now. This guy's facing a lot of problems here.
Did he videotape?
I'm sorry?
Did he videotape it all?
No, he didn't do anything like that, no. But, it really seemed legitimate because they had another segment producer that had called me up originally. So he didn't do the initial contact.
Sure, he just used a different name, maybe.
Right. Well, the other guy, I can't say his name, I guess.
Hello, this is Bob Smith.
Yeah, right. So he called, and this guy was questioning me on the phone. He says, "Then do you really have a flat butt? Because if you don't even bother coming down here." I said,
right.
Yeah, I mean, the guy could have made a call for, nicer butts. I mean, people, that were going down. One guy drove an hour and a half from Santa Barbara. I felt bad for that guy.
So all right, so now he's got your pants down.
Well, no. At this point, I had put him back up.
Right, and he says,
I
okay.
walked over to him.
Yeah, so what happened? Did you pull your pants back down?
Yeah, he pulled them back down, so I pulled them back down.
Yeah.
And he takes this cloth tape measure and goes around the front. And then he goes around.
Well, what is it? He goes around?
He takes the tape measure and puts it around the front?
He reached around my back.
Uh-huh.
Put it around my butt, and then he put it, right in the middle. But he didn't touch anything in my, I mean, because I was smacking at that point.
Wait a minute. So you're facing him. You're standing...
At that point.
So you're standing
face forward?
Yeah.
Oh. So he's reaching around your buttocks.
Exactly.
And his face is right in front of your...
And the way his head was down, there was no way he could have been looking. He would have been looking at the floor. And obviously he was looking.
Right.
And I thought, this is really... You know,
was he sweating and stuff?
No, but he was starting to get really red, and his face was getting real red, and he was getting nervous. And he was starting to shake, and he did it twice. He took the measurement once, wrote something down, came back and took it again.
Right.
But did he squeeze the tape measure real tight?
Trust me, he didn't do that to me. He did not do that.
Yeah, you're too smart for that.
No, but I hear other people that, and I doubt that happened. I really do. I think they're just trying to build some kind of bigger case against him.
Yeah, it's no big deal if a guy just measures you.
Well, the whole thing is that it was under false pretense.
I guess. Well, hey, congratulations. You're in show business.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Yeah, well, here's the funny part. He started talking, I'm from Philadelphia.
You figure if you're a guy, you're safe from sexual harassment. Mostly women have to go through that crap. Now you're a guy getting there getting measured.
Well, here's the funny part. This is what I guess looks bad on my part, was that he said he's from the Philadelphia area, and I live and work around Philly. So he says to me, I told him where I was from, and he says, oh, I'm from Bucks County. I go, oh, isn't that nice? I had my pants up at this point. And I asked him, I said, as embarrassing as it is, I was a communications major, so I said, hey, you guys hiring at all for any jobs here? He goes, oh, yeah, I can do that for you, but I can't talk about it here. I'll give you my home phone number.
He's
wily. So he gave me his home phone number, but I never called him. So
wily.
Hey, give it to us, we'll call him.
Yeah, well, I have it if you want it.
Actually, we have it.
This guy said when he first walked in the room, he said the room was littered with Polaroids.
Yeah, there was hundreds of Polaroids all over the place with people's names on it, and he tried to make it real legitimate. No, and then at the end, what he did was that with my clothes all on, he took a picture from a few feet away and made me turn sideways or something.
Yeah.
Take a picture, so.
Wow.
So and they finally just called me and took a statement from me about 2 weeks ago. And they said we're doing an internal investigation. And
you probably said, oh, sure, with my pants off.
Not again. Not another internal.
So who called you? Like the Arsenio Show? Or?
Yeah, one of the people that does the internal affair. I don't know what they call it.
Internal affairs. It's like the police. They have their own internal affairs.
We'll have to see the ass scene.
Yeah.
So I don't know who admitted
We'll need to have you reenact what you did for us.
Right. I don't know who admitted it first. I mean, I didn't. I sure.
You walked out of there. You weren't going to say anything.
No, nobody did, though. You saw everybody come down out of the room, and they were all in shock. I mean, people's faces they were just dumbfounded.
Hey, man, don't they understand what show business means?
Yeah, when I left there, I was like, man, am I gay or something? I mean, what just happened?
Am I gay? You just in a gay movie?
No, I just didn't know what happened. I never had a guy touch my butt before, I mean,
did it feel good?
No, I don't know.
Come on, admit you liked it a little bit. You didn't bother to sue. You didn't bother to complain to anyone. Maybe you like it.
But did you? I can't believe that the casting agency, that little line on that contract was so powerful to you that you let a guy do that.
Well, no, needless to say, I'm back in Philly now. I got my old job back.
Oh, good. You're out of Los Angeles. There's so much for acting.
Yeah, I think you're a little too gullible for sure.
After that, did you ever go on another audition, or did you just say forget it?
I just said that's it. Well, I have a lawsuit going against him now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, cool.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you should get a few bucks.
Yeah, why not, right?
Poor Paramount. You got to feel bad for these big companies. You hire people, you try to do the right thing, you don't care what their sexuality is, if they're a funny guy.
You're being an open, equal opportunity employer.
Yeah, I mean, and they certainly don't want to be Big Brother and hide cameras in every room and watch their employees. They want to have a creative environment. And then boom, this guy goes around filing some answers, and now they're responsible for what he did. I mean, I don't think Paramount is responsible for this.
Well, yes, they are, because he used their facility.
Yeah, great.
He used their show and their name to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
like any one of us could run a company any better. You know what I mean? It's just amazing.
You're the one who says you can spot him. You're the one who says you can walk through the streets and you know who's going to be trouble.
Oh, yeah. You put me in charge. You'll see.
Well, this guy looks like a clown. He's got a clown look to him. He's got big rosy cheeks, and his cheeks were getting so red, I didn't know if he got punched in the face already. His face was starting to redden up really bad. He was really red in the back. I mean, he couldn't have been that embarrassed. I mean, he had touched at that point about 15 people's asses. So.
Yeah, and like when he was measuring, he's like fondling and everything.
Well, no, he didn't do that to me.
So he just measured.
Right.
Yeah, but there were some people who claimed that he had his hands everywhere.
Well, then they must have liked that because
he didn't get to third base with you or anything.
And now they're going to punish him and send him to jail.
Yeah, right.
I mean, like I said, it was the first time a guy ever touched my butt like that. I mean, I had a doctor do it once, but
well, how did he touch your butt?
Well, he had to reach around.
It sounds like you're having some weird feelings about all this.
Let me tell you, when I left there, I was really shaken up. I mean,
are you going to need some therapy?
Well, I think I might have to.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. Yeah, you need therapy.
Yeah, I think so too.
Didn't your lawyer say you need therapy?
Well, yeah, that's what the lawyer said. I'm not going to fall for that skit again.
All right. Hey, good for you.
All right.
Glad you're safe and sound.
Okay.
All right, there he is, a victim, and certainly his lawyer will be on top of that.
All right, so long.
Hey, Jimmy Olsen just called. He's got a casting call out for guys with really, really firm butt cheeks. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot.
I can't believe
Of course, that's not true, but it would be.
No, the Jimmy Olsen part is.
Right. The rest of it could be.
A court will have to decide the rest.
Oh, man, that's funny. Yes, we're doing a butt blaster. A butt blaster sketch.
Warning.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, and Arsenio, we taped one of these last week, but Arsenio didn't like it.
Yeah, Arsenio felt the sketch went wrong, so therefore we need new buttocks.
We didn't have the right butt.
Yeah, we can't call those butts. I still don't get... I wish they would have explained the sketch a little more.
The sketch was takeoff on the Thigh Master, and I understand it that they were going to take the flat butt guys...
Oh, and then before and after.
they would be the befores, and then the gladiators
would be after.
Would be the after, the final result.
Yeah, that doesn't sound bad. I'll be in that.
Gladiators, line up.
Let's see if Larry can measure me. No.
Tricked again.
Damn, this is my 5th audition for butt stuff. Damn, I don't land one of them.
I'm a butt actor.
Yeah.
I've heard of character actors. This is ridiculous.
I got tricked again. I thought I'd never fall for it again. All right, what else is in the news? Let's continue.
Well, we were also talking about...
I'm getting my ass out of show business.
I don't think my ass belongs in show business.
My ass don't belong in show business. I'm going back to Philadelphia.
Turning into a West Hollywood parking lot.
Yeah. All right, what else is in the news, Rob?
We were also talking about Louis Farrakhan and...
Minister Farrakhan.
This week, and you can call him what you want.
The Jew.
The Jew.
Or so-called Jew.
The so-called Jew. I love when he says the so-called Jew. It's like he's saying something profound. The so-called Jew. And then his arms flail around, they gesticulate. His arms. Like he's making a very, the so-called Jew.
With those power frames on the glasses.
Yeah, right.
Lately Jew.
The Johnny-come-lately Jew. And you're like, what the hell is he talking about, the so-called Jew? First we hate the Jews, and now we're saying they're not even really Jews.
So who do we hate?
Yeah, who do we hate? I lost track. The so-called Jew...
The blood-sucking, hook-nosed, jungle-eating, so-called Johnny-come-lately Jew who dwelled in caves.
Caves.
He's bringing in a plane.
Yeah, he looks like one of those guys waving in a plane.
That's right.
The so-called Jew.
Where do I land?
Yeah, where do I land this here plane while I talk about the Jew?
Well, anyway, Malcolm X's wife, Betty Shabazz, is saying...
Shazam!
Now on television...
Shabazz!
That she believes that the Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan was involved in her husband's assassination.
Ooh.
She fingered him.
Yeah.
She previously has been very critical of Farrakhan, but never directly accused him of complicity in the 1965 killing.
How old is Farrakhan?
He's a man in his 60s.
You're kidding me?
No.
He's in his 60s?
Mm-hmm.
He looks good.
Wow. You know, I swear to you, I thought he was in his 20s.
Oh, stop
I swear to God.
Can't tell with those people.
Hate keeps you young.
Hey, maybe he is a savior.
Hate keeps you young.
No, but seriously, I had no idea. I thought he was like a new guy on the scene.
No, he's been...
He's in his 60s?
Malcolm X recruited him.
Whoa.
Those Calypso songs are from the 50s.
That's right. He even used to sing at some of Malcolm X's rallies.
What's his secret?
Hey, they probably will be coming out with some face cream pretty soon to sell on the Home Shopping.
I thought he was a young guy.
No, he's old. In an interview for WNBC's News Forum with Gabe Pressman,
so-called Jew.
Shabazz was asked what she thought of Farrakhan and if she thought he had anything to do with the killings, and that's when she said, yes, I believe that he was a part or had some complicity in some way. He's not completely innocent in her eyes in the death of her husband. He was recruited into the Nation of Islam by Malcolm X on December 4th, 1964.
So he said,
or around that time.
So Farrakhan now says the reason that Betty Shabazz is saying it because she was tricked by the so-called Jew,
That's
Gabe
right.
Pressman.
It is a Jewish conspiracy mounted by the Jew,
wily, crafty
Gabe Pressman.
The wily, foxy.
So what is Farrakhan saying? Black people are stupid.
Yeah.
And a Jew gets a hold of them.
Jew interviews him and right
They'll
away.
say anything.
Yeah, he corrupted her. That's a good explanation for it.
We're stupid.
How did the Jew have time to do that so quickly?
How long did he have to work on it?
The manipulative Jew with his machinations.
Yeah. Let's learn a new word every day, like machinations.
Can't anybody see through any of this stuff? I mean, if you sit through those Louis Farrakhan speeches, he will tell you that the black is superior to everybody else on earth.
Right.
But a Jew can trick him in a second.
Yeah. In between commercials. That's how easy it is to trick the black man.
But he's superior.
Then the Jew must be superior.
No.
If he can trick the black man that quickly?
You are confused.
I guess. Well,
so anyway, that's the latest.
They are very crafty, very foxy.
You have to watch.
The black man is naive.
The so-called Jew.
I guess what you're saying is Larry should have auditioned black men for that Buttmaster sketch.
And there wouldn't have been a problem. You
Right.
know what's happening then?
Because they're crafty.
But then black people don't have flat butts. So
Right.
Larry was in a bind.
What else is in the news, Robin?
Well, poor Larry.
Yeah, we're taking Larry's side.
Right.
I feel bad for him.
Good guy.
Jackie knows Larry.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he thinks he does.
Yeah.
Is it the same guy?
I think so.
He's a comic, right?
There was a comic named Larry Ambrose. Yes.
Once there was a comic.
How do you know him? Did you hang out with him? At all?
Sure. For you.
Did you really? Jackie, why do you have to now all of a sudden get very
He's a
solemn?
great guy.
Who's solemn?
I mean, talk. What do you know about the guy?
I don't know. No, I didn't hang out with him. I knew him from the comedy circuit. I don't know.
He's very funny.
anything about his
Was he funny?
He's a very funny guy.
I'm not laughing because it could happen to any of us. Very good measurer.
I'm writing a sketch called Buttmaster.
Yeah. I could write it.
So, like, did he ever come on to you or anything?
No.
You have a pretty nice ass.
Yeah.
I have a flat butt.
I have
Why
a
didn't you
great
look at
ass.
me?
Yeah, you never.
I'm insulted.
You didn't want to
Why
measure it?
me?
I have a gymnastic ass.
Jackie, can I ride
I may
to
have
Mr.
kissed
Rips
him.
with you?
I may have kissed
Sorry, Larry.
Can I ride to Mr. Rips with you tonight?
Sure.
All right, what else is in the
You know,
news?
Jackie never gets the breaks.
And Jackie never is at the sort of the eye of the storm. He never gets in on any of these neat little scandals.
Kind of like the guy in the corner as the traffic goes flying by.
Right. Jackie listens to the story. You know what he says?
What?
I can't believe Larry Ambrose got a writing job with Arsenio. God.
I could measure asses too. And I would have survived it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have talked my way out of it.
I would have deflected, put a spin on it. Onward and upward. Shut up, Wes.
Some writer, he couldn't even come up with a good excuse.
Why didn't he write himself an excuse? Larry was out sick that day.
It wasn't me.
I deny. Arsenio, I wrote you some great material for today. Let's ignore what's going on.
Damage control.
Uh-oh. What else is in the news, Rob?
Well, I told you last week about this guy who was accused of killing several women and... Oh, stop that, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie, get a life. I just got a fax about Jackie laughing during the news like that.
You know, and he had a 23-year career of eluding police and killing. So murder is possible. You know how you always hear that it's impossible to get away with murder?
Right.
This guy did it a lot.
Right.
And so good was he at it that Most Wanted program gave him a whole segment, a whole show. You
Good
know,
for him.
usually they do several different criminals in one show. He got a whole show. They called it
The whole
Lady
show.
Killer.
How come he gets a show and I don't?
Hey, I've been in the business for how long?
Business. When am I going to get a show?
Not fair. A freaking murderer can have a show, Nancy. I'm a flying gag writer. What do I
All right,
get?
come on. We're never going to get through this. Yeah, go ahead.
Right, will you stop it?
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
they devoted a whole show to him.
30 minutes.
and he says he just couldn't live with the guilt anymore, I guess. He was having nightmares.
I could. In a heartbeat.
So he finally turned himself in, and now he wants to be sent to a mental hospital. But I don't think a guy that good at eluding police and all of that stuff is crazy.
You're right. I'm with you. He should be murdered.
The mother of one of his victims thinks he should get the death penalty. This guy apparently was a real charmer and used to ingratiate himself to successful businesswomen, live off of them for a while, then become disgusted with the whole thing and kill them. One woman he dated, she fit the profile. She was successful. And then he'd get them to spend money on him. He'd start using their credit cards to buy things.
Robin, didn't you date him?
No. And then one day, he just gets fed up with them for some reason or other, and he beat this woman with a pair of the expensive boots she had bought him. Beat her to death with them. That's what they think, anyway.
Jackie, you're weird. I got a letter from someone this morning, in fact, I should have said that you should get rid of Jackie. The way he laughs at these horrible stories, and I don't appreciate it, and he's a loser. Oh, wait, here it is. You ready?
Okay.
Save your show, Howard. Get Jackie the jerk off to quit his dreadful laughing. This morning, Howard had to again ask Jackie what he finds funny in stories of pain and suffering. Howard, how many more years are you going to put up with that stupid sidekick, Jackie the jokeless? You should be paid by the state of New York for hiring this idiot. Great show, signed Larry Amoros. No. But it really, it's a guy named Tom sent it.
Fred loves you.
Jackie actually isn't laughing. It's Fred playing the sound effect.
Please tell people.
The death penalty, signed Mario Cuomo.
Yeah. Most of the time it isn't Fred. Jackie really laughing. Go ahead, Robin.
You try to tell.
Try to tell the difference.
But anyway, this guy is in the state of New York, of course, which does not have a death penalty, and he's been arrested here because
there is no evidence that
some of his victims are here. So I don't think he will be getting the death penalty. Probably get what he wants. He'll just get to go to a hospital, have a nice little time talking about all the things he's done over the years.
Cuomo is weird with that death penalty. It's like, there's no evidence.
There is no evidence at this time that the death penalty will work.
I don't care whether it works or not. It works on one person.
Yeah, who needs evidence?
Who are you punishing?
Put him in a cell with Larry Amoros. Let's measure.
Maybe he'll get so disgusted he'll beat himself to death.
Right.
Well, in London, they're continuing to have problems with the IRA. There have been another set of shellings of their airports there, resulting in the suspension of flights and disruption of travel and craziness for all kinds of people. So once again, they're opening up and flying around and waiting to see what happens. That IRA, always up to something. I see that Don Johnson and Melanie Griffith have a stable relationship.
She's cute.
Well, she's very cute.
She got big breast implants recently. And I don't know, I saw her on some show, like People's Choice Awards.
Right, she was there giving away an award.
She looked very, very delicious.
Well, it seems that maybe Don is running around on her.
To measure her ass.
For Paramount.
So
in the Paramount Studios, I'd like to measure her buttocks.
They were separated for nearly 5 days, Howard. You know, this is the second time they've been married. They were married when she was very young, and then they broke up, and then were apart for several years, and then he came to her aid and saved her from drugs and alcohol and all this stuff, and they got back together, had another baby.
He's a loser, man. He doesn't know how to treat a woman like that.
And there's some story floating around that some girl at Planet Hollywood, who worked there, and I guess Don is part owner in the Aspen Planet Hollywood, and he came in and hit on her, and
big deal.
She said, "Aren't you married?" That, she thought it was disgusting. And then Melanie asked her out to talk about this. So they think that was part of the reason she left him and filed divorce papers. But I think it was less than 24 hours after the divorce papers were filed that she was back in the house.
I'm sorry.
And then they were out at awards dinners dancing and kissing and showing everybody they are a loving couple.
So all he did was he tried to hit on this girl. What, she'd go right to the press or something?
Well, of course. Isn't that what people do?
You can't be a married celebrity and hit on a girl.
You can't be a philanderer.
Yeah, you can't. They don't let you. Right away, everyone goes to the press. Used to be a time when the press wasn't interested in this kind of garbage.
People, what are you supposed to do?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, boy, it should really decrease my dating.
Just what are you supposed to do in these instances?
Excuse me, I'm going through a tough time. I've been with the same woman 20 years. Would you mind? I know I'm married, but do you mind if I have sex with you? Hold on. Hello, Inquirer?
I gotta call Cindy Adams.
Howard Stern is here, and he's asked me for a date. What should I do?
Immediately. What should I do? Who should I contact? How much money can I get for my story? It's getting so a guy can't even cheat on his wife anymore.
He can't even think about it.
Can't even think about
Just the talking about it gets him.
Yeah, he was just negotiating it. Anyway, what else you got, Robin?
Well, he just should have kept his mouth shut and stayed home.
I watched that People's Choice Awards. That Kelsey Grammer, the guy from Cheers.
You heard him.
There's something really, really wrong with that guy. And, you watch him on those shows like Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the new one, but he's very, they give him a part. He's very articulate. And you get a feeling about the guy that, like, maybe he's together, but, man, is he out of it.
Look, you got to figure they have a week to work on him to get him to do that part correctly.
I guess. God. There's another one is that Whitney Houston.
What is her problem?
I don't know. I want to thank God. I want to thank Bobby. Hello, Bobby. Hello, baby. Hello. Just get up and thank somebody and get off.
See, I think that whole Bobby thing is an act.
I don't know what it is, but it's annoying.
Because she had a lot of problems. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the woman or anything right with her either. I'm not saying anything about her relationship. But she had a problem of people thinking that she was a lesbian.
Yeah.
So she parades that husband out everywhere she goes.
Really? Well, I don't know about that, but I'll tell you one thing.
Power toddler.
Yeah, she annoys me with those speeches.
Thank you, baby. And my husband, Bobby, I love you.
Yeah, leave me alone.
And she was born in New Jersey and raised there. Where'd she get this southern accent?
I don't know. She's another one. I'll quiet her up. Or to Nancy Kerrigan. It's another annoying woman, Nancy Kerrigan. Oh, my Lord.
You were talking about lingerie earlier.
I'm always talking about lingerie. Go ahead.
I see here in the paper that they say Claudia Schiffer, one of the supermodels, according to Fred.
According to everyone. Go ahead.
Was coming through an airport laden with Chanel shopping bags.
Go ahead.
So they thought she must have been shopping a lot wherever she was coming from. So the customs people decided they'd better start looking through these bags.
Mm-hmm.
And what they found was that it's all her used lingerie.
Right.
That's how she carries it around so that she can rinse it out as soon as she gets to the next hotel.
Right.
So the guys at the Customs Bureau got to go through her used lingerie.
That's cool. How many times do they get to do that?
Yeah, most times they have grody jobs.
Yeah.
Find the panties, boy.
Fred, can I look through your bag? See if there's any underpants.
Underpants. Find the panties, boy.
Go ahead.
Told you the Don Johnson story.
Yeah.
Let's see, anything else going on here? Oh, the bad deal over at Channel 5. They have replaced, yes, the Fox station here, our local station. They have gotten rid of Koran Mahalik.
Yeah, no wonder.
Who was the anchor woman at 10 p.m. with that John Rolland.
Get rid of both of them.
And they're replacing her with Rosanna Scotto.
Can you think of anybody foxy?
Who was the weekend anchor.
Can you think of anybody cool, like someone really pleasant to look at?
Don't you like a nice pregnant anchor? She's expecting a baby.
God, fat.
I don't believe it.
Should have all the anchors on Channel 5 wear bags over their faces. Double baggers. John Rollins, too.
Bad eye jobs.
We don't have any good-looking anchors in New York, except for a couple of the guys on ABC.
What guys?
That really cute blonde guy. Sam Champion. Sam Champion.
He's the weatherman.
The weatherman. Give me a tape measure. I need to measure his buttocks.
Did Sam show up for that audition?
Want to be in Butt Blaster? The new Arsenio sketch? Yeah, I mean, they don't have any good-looking anchors here. They suck.
Well, anyway, I thought it was rather interesting that Koran still showed up at one of those inner circle dinners the other night and sat with the bosses who had just fired her. Very sweet woman. She didn't even take it badly.
Sue Simmons isn't good looking. Corey and Mahalik wasn't good looking.
You told Sue Simmons the other night she was good looking.
Yeah. I was lying.
Oh.
No, she's okay looking. She's nothing great. Let Jackie's wife do the news.
Oh, yeah.
What about, like, in Los Angeles, all the girls are good looking on the
they're
news.
all aspiring actresses.
And if they turn, like, over 24 years old, they fire them.
You used to like Michelle Marsh.
Yeah, but there was a reason they didn't show you her body. Is she still on the news?
Yeah.
I never see her anymore.
Pitbull.
Oh, you guys.
There's no real good-looking anchors.
Well, they're there to do the news anyway.
Put Tempest on the news, the stripper. Now the news.
Or Tony Katane. Here's the news.
Tony Katane with the news. People are dead. Get some good-looking girls on the news. God.
I don't think they're doing the news just for you.
And then so something happens to them, too. Like, Perry Peltz used to be kind of cute. Now she looks awful. Grow your hair. Do something. Ugh. Man. Get something attractive on there. Put Christine the intern on the Channel 4 News. Somebody with a belly button ring. I mean, really. There's somebody smoking a cigarette.
Smoking and
in
a belly button.
In a lingerie type outfit. Get a close-up of her belly. She's doing this story about the black people.
Get in your chair. She's going to talk about her belly now.
Our ratings are going up.
Blowing everybody out of the water.
We're still having a problem with the...
Can you think of any good-looking news guys, even?
Well,
Sam
Chuck
Champion.
Scarborough.
Chuck Scarborough is good looking for the ladies. Sam Champion. Did I mention Sam Champion? Who's the other guy? The guy who does the news with Sam Champion. He's good looking too.
Ooh, Greg.
Greg's
Something.
Scott Clark?
No, he's not good looking. Greg something. He's been on ABC a long time. I don't even know his name.
I never can remember his name.
Greg Cutie Pants. And he even have like Matt Cardboard Lauer on for the women on Channel 4. He's a real good looking guy.
Women love him.
Yeah, he's good looking.
Women love him. Oh, yes, and that's who primarily watches.
Everybody just likes Matt.
I'm not fucking rocket science.
Man.
You put him next to Ira Joe, he looks like a hunk.
But there's no good looking women. I can't think of a one. Can you think of one?
Well, even at the network level. I mean, I guess they used to call Diane Sawyer a dish.
Fat. Ugh.
And then there's Maria Shriver.
Nah.
Rickety.
Yeah, rickety. Big jaw.
Deborah Norville.
She's hot. Now, she's cute.
Effed off.
Even Jane Pauley's sort of attractive, just compared to the rest of them, even though she has bad hair. Katie Couric looks like her eyes are on the side of her head. You know what I mean? Like a frog.
And she has that one overly white tooth.
Yeah.
You know,
like match your teeth.
Cap.
Yeah, like get a good cap. You're on the Today Show. For God's sakes, people are going to be looking at you every day.
You look like Bucky Beaver.
Yeah.
Speaking of teeth.
What is it, speaking of teeth? Hey, it's Birthday Boy.
Everyone was saying that the newscaster you were looking for is a guy named Greg Hurst.
Yeah, Greg Hurst.
That's right.
Big German.
Scarborough. That's right.
Come in, Hurst. Herr Hurst. That guy looks like a Nazi, doesn't he?
Like the Fuhrer's children.
Yeah, come in. Yeah, the whole Channel 7 News looks like the Fuhrer's children. They don't do that. Dan told me they don't do that great in the ratings. They get a big lead-in from Oprah, and then they lose it.
And then they pick it up again with Peter Jennings.
Herr Hurst, come in here for the butt blaster sketch. We need to measure you. Craig Hurst with the news. Bet you a lot of gay guys dig him.
Craig's on.
Craig's on. Time for the news.
No, you know who's really, really pretty on that channel? Sam Champion, the weather guy.
Yeah, that's who I was just talking about. He's Sam Champion. He's nice.
I met him in person.
You think he's pretty?
He's even cuter in person.
Yeah. Cool.
He's got rosy cheeks and a...
Stop, you're making me horny.
Gary's under his spell.
But a great-looking girlfriend.
I love you.
Gary's under his spell.
Do you ever know what the weather is after he's told you?
No, and who cares? No, I don't care.
I don't know.
I swoon during the weather.
I love it when
What
he
a
says,
handsome man.
I love it when he says cumulonimbus.
Go away, Mary.
Mary, I'm watching news now. Leave me alone. I have to concentrate.
He doesn't need any of those pranks like Doppler radar.
He's got one of the best-looking girlfriends I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Sam Champion?
Yes.
Yeah?
Really, just incredible.
Let's hope it's a beard.
Great body. I saw her in a pair of bike shorts.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I can imagine. He's a really good-looking guy. I'd like to look that.
Too bad if something were to happen to her.
That's the kind of... that's the kind of guy, like, you know, he went through high school, didn't have to even work at getting girls. Man, can you imagine girls flying all over you in high school?
And just think, I mean, he does the weather twice a day.
I always say to my wife, Allison, get out of the room. I want to be alone with Sam Champion. I want to watch the weather.
Probably makes a wonderful salary for just reading the weather twice a day.
Yeah, good-looking guy, just reads, probably makes about $300,000 or $400,000 a year.
Yeah.
He's everyone's champion.
He's Sam Champion.
Yeah.
He's having a great life.
What the hell does he care what the weather is?
Hey, where's that other piece of ass, Greg Hurst?
The sun is always shining where I am. I'm Sam Champion.
Yeah.
We're going to get 6 inches tonight?
No, God.
Gregory.
Hi-oh.
Sing Edelweiss.
Oh, don't blame me for the weather.
Don't blame me. All right, we got to get out of here. Is that at the news, Robin?
No, the gays are still having problems about not being able to march in the Irish, that St. Paddy's parade under a banner of their own. So they plan to march before the parade to show their ire at all of this.
Gaelic.
And measure each other.
Rudolph Giuliani has already said, I'm showing up anyway. I don't care. He's going to march. He doesn't care who they exclude. It's always a big political thing whether you'll march or not because the gays can't be there.
Right.
And then Governor Cuomo always sidesteps the issue. He says, just like last year, that, he has a very important business meeting.
Yeah, what a cop-out.
Just tell whether you're going to march or not.
March or not. Giuliani doing a fabulous job. Hard-working man. Nice to see some hard-working politicians.
Hate to tell you this, though, Howard. The Loch Ness Monster pictures that came out in 1934...
Yes.
That sort of proved that there was something there.
Don't tell me they were a fake.
They were a fake.
Oh, and I believed it. You're kidding.
No, one of the guys who helped to create the hoax was on his deathbed, and he finally confessed.
Guess what?
Couldn't go to his death.
It was either that or write a butt blaster sketch and fool guys into tape measuring.
Couldn't go to his death with that lie on his conscience.
That's funny. Did somebody really buy into that?
I guess they've had scientists studying the picture and saying, it could have been some kind of dinosaur or something.
I have a picture of Casper the Ghost if you want it.
Had people believing in that for years.
Hey, Robin, there's no Easter Bunny for those of you out there who...
Come
Sorry.
Montel Williams usually says some really stupid things, but in the paper today...
Like, where the white women at?
They did another one of those question and answers about TV with a star.
Yeah.
So they got to Montel Williams, and they asked him, where do you do most of your TV viewing?
On my wife's lap.
Most of my TV viewing is done, quite honestly, in bed. I'm a weird kind of TV watcher.
Yeah, boy, no one's ever done that. He's wacky. With me and my Bambi Jr.
Whee! Let's get in bed and watch TV.
Let's get busy, Bambi Jr.
He says,
I'm out of control. I watch TV in bed.
I'm weird because I'm the kind of TV watcher who doesn't turn on the television other than to watch CNN.
Sure.
I don't turn it on again until news magazine type shows come on.
Yeah, sure.
At 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
What a fake. Yeah, sure you don't.
What types of tapes do you rent?
Three Stooges.
I do it very rarely, and then it's always movies. Mostly it's classics or something that's action and adventure.
He's wild.
What do you eat when you watch TV?
The Bambi Jr.
Every answer to every question should be Bambi Jr.
Yeah. The Bambi Jr.
Ice cream.
That's my chocolate ice cream. My vanilla lickety split.
Either fudgesicles or these great new watermelon kind of ice sticks.
Watermelon.
They also come in grape and lime.
Poppycock.
What are your favorite shows to watch?
Bambi Jr.
I watch boxing because I'm a boxing fan, and I love news magazines from Day One to 60 Minutes to Hard Copy
He's so
to
highbrow.
A Current Affair, 2020 and 48 Hours.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
And Sam Champion.
What was your all-time favorite show?
Poppycock.
Hill Street Blues, going way back. One of the best shows ever was Rod Serling's Night Gallery.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Twilight Zone was great.
There's nothing that interests him now.
Night Gallery took it to another level. And then the guy got really cocky. Do you know how to program your VCR?
Poppycocky. And what do you say?
Night Gallery.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I keep taping the Night Gallery. It don't come on.
I like it when the ghosts come into the room.
Ooh, while I'm eating watermelon pop.
I can do it with a VCR Plus or just regular program.
Ooh, I'm intelligent.
I like when the ghosts came in and scared the man.
Why, I can turn on my VCR, holding 1 foot up in the air, and keeping my left hand tied behind my back.
I have an unfair advantage, he says, since I used to be in the military and programmed complicated things.
Yes, sir. Otherwise, I spend my free time studying the peanut and coming up with uses for it.
Oh, but he did finally say something intelligent when they said, what's your opinion of violence on TV?
It's wrong because it interferes with the peanut.
Honestly, we're looking in the wrong direction, he says. What we should be looking at is violence in the home.
Yeah, with the Bambi Jr.
The news media does nothing but report events that have already happened. They do not promote events.
You know, I can turn on my VCR with a peanut.
The bottom line is this country is always looking for an excuse. The television that's in the living room, I don't know one child in America that bought it. The parents bought it, and they should control it.
All right, Arsenio. What is his name again? Montel. Whatever. Arsenio Montel.
2 men, 1 brain.
2 men, 1 brain.
Regarding tests.
Damn, Bambi Jr. just dropped a peanut inside the VCR.
Or is it Guarding Test? That new Shirley MacLaine movie was #1 at the box office this weekend.
I want to see that.
It was followed by Lightning Jack.
I'd like to see all these movies, but I am such a superstar I cannot step into the theater.
That new movie by Paul Hogan.
Oh, is he back from the dead?
Yeah, he making a comeback at #2. You know, that was one of those things he financed by taking it on the Australian stock market. So
right.
Very important that he make money with that.
You bet. Crocodile Dundee. I don't know, one day I was being feted around Hollywood, and everyone was trying to sign me, and now no one wants to talk to me. I'm financing my own movies.
And then, of course, Pet Detective. Ace Ventura Pet Detective still holding strong at #3.
How old is that guy, Crocodile Dundee?
Oh, he's old.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little uncomfortable to look at on the screen, don't you think, as an action hero?
And a romantic leading man?
He's 80. Papa John Phillips has smoother skin. Crocodile Dumb Dope.
On Maury Povich today. From Waco, Texas. Former and current Davidians discuss how they became involved with the cult.
We believe in David.
On Sally, teens who were allegedly strip searched at school as part of their
I'm watching that. What time is that? What time is that?
At 3 o'clock.
Teens who were allegedly stripped at Paramount?
No.
Oh, I see.
At school, Howard.
On Geraldo, a bad mustache.
On Geraldo, parents who abandoned their children and now want them back.
I love you. I want you back.
Changed my mind.
On Donahue, husbands who don't approve of their wives having male friends. How do you feel about that?
I don't approve. I don't approve of that.
You don't approve of your wife having male friends?
Absolutely. I can do the whole show tomorrow in that voice. Much more entertaining.
And then in page 6 today, they say that downtown Julie Brown was at some party announcing a new show she's going to have, and James Wood came up to her and said, you have, you have the most beautiful legs. May I touch them?
You chocolatey smooth.
And everyone watched as he got down on his knees to run his hands up and down her shapely gams.
Yeah, to think he was almost a married man, Amy Lynn.
There you go.
I love your gams.
And on the Ricky Lake Show today, I'll be on.
Oh, that's right. It's Gary's Day.
Papa Fooey. What time is that on in New York?
5 o'clock on Channel 9 in New York.
I'll watch that.
5.
I got to see that.
Yeah, Gary's going to try to guess the topic.
I don't embarrass you. I don't embarrass you, and I mentioned 1-800-52-STERN.
Hey, by the way, speaking of 1-800-52-STERN, I didn't give a plug all day. Tomorrow I'm going to play a little piece of the tape, but it is... a lot of people fax me and say, hey, Howard, when are you going to ship the new tape and the posters and everything?
Yes, I see those faxes, too.
Let's see, we handed in the tape on Wednesday night, so the manufacturers had it for a couple of days. I would imagine they're going to start shipping any day now, so, just hold on a little bit longer. Also, for those of you who've ordered the poster, if you've ordered by now, you will get the Leroy Neiman poster, and it's full size. And like all our other products, that will be limited edition, which means it can go up in value. I'm not guaranteeing it'll go up in value, but... you've seen the ads for all our other products, and they become quite valuable. I can't imagine what the Leroy Neiman painting will go for, especially because we keep it limited. So that's 1-800-52-STERN. And you must be 18 or older because the backstage stuff is pretty wild. And, you get to see the whole party that the Newark City Council went completely nuts over and decided that we should never be allowed in Newark again.
Yeah. A lot of interesting things. You'll be surprised.
Yeah, it's an interesting tape. I think you'll really like it. And you get to hang out with us as we watch the backstage stuff and comment on it. I think you'll like the way we shot it. And so there's about, about a half hour new material, 40 minutes maybe, and then plus you get the highlights of the pay-per-view special, plus the poster and everything else, $39.95. You must be 18 or older, and it's brought to you by Infinity Ventures and me, 1-800-52-STERN. Now, speaking of other products on the market, Jackie the Joke Man will be making a live appearance at Rascals Comedy Club this Thursday, March 17th, doing his special brand of wacky humor.
Well, you know what that is, isn't that St. Patty's Day?
That's the big St. Patty's Day show. No need to explain how wild it gets in there with a drunken Jackie.
You just keep the party going from the rest of the day.
That's right. There's no more fun than drunken Jackie telling you jokes. In Ocean Township, New Jersey. For info and order a CD, call 516-922-WINE. Also, if you can't make that show, Thursday night, March 24th at the Funny Bone in South Street in Philadelphia. Go try and stump the Joke Man. It is a unique experience. To get on Stuttering John's mailing list, call 609-546-STUPID. And tonight, Songmaster Series, Papa John Phillips at the Algonquin Hotel with Brian Wilson, Felix Cavalieri, and others. Call 212-684-3875. If you're planning a wedding or party, you need a great disc jockey, why not call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment, toll free from any city, 1-800-PARTY-MC. And if you'd like to hire Scott in the New York area, call 718-BAG-5040. Robin, I'll see you tomorrow.